Hello friends, welcome in Jizamata Academy. Today we are going to learn a new topic for 8th standard, that is from chapter 1, Living World and Classification of Microbes. So today we are going to learn biological classification of living organisms. लिव्हिंग ऑर्गॅनिझमचं क्लासिफिकेशन कसं केलंय, कुणी केलंय हे आपल्याला बघायचंय ह्या चॅप्टर मध्ये, ह्या टॉपिक मध्ये. So there is a question which is frequently being asked to you, that is explain the criteria used by Whittaker for biological classification. So we all know that we use, or today, that the biological classification which is performed, it is given by R.H. Whittaker in 1969, and he divided all living organisms into 5 different kingdoms. 5 वेगवेगळे kingdom system दिलेले Whittakerनी, and his 5 kingdom system it is most well accepted, आणि आपण सध्या तीच 5 kingdom system use करतोय. So which criteria are used by Whittaker for classification of this for these living organisms? तर हे सगळे लिव्हिंग ऑर्गॅनिझम्स क्लासिफाय करण्यासाठी विटेकरने कुठले क्रायटेरिया यूज केलेत, असा क्वेश्चन तुम्हाला विचारला जाऊ शकतो 2-3 मार्क्स साठी. So let's see which are the criteria used by Whittaker for classification. In 1969, R.H. Whittaker classified all living organisms in 5 kingdoms by considering following 5 criteria. 5 वेगवेगळे criteria त्यांनी यूज केलेत. First is complexity of cell structure. That is how complex a cell is. एखादी सेल किती कॉम्प्लेक्स आहे, किती सिंपल आहे, त्याच्यावरून 2 ग्रुप्स केलेत, that is prokaryotic and eukaryotic. So first of all, he classified living organisms into 2 groups as prokaryotes and eukaryotes. If the cell is simple, it is prokaryotic. If it is complex, it is eukaryotic. So likewise, he classified living organisms into 2 groups, prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So that is the first criteria used by Whittaker, that is complexity of cell structure. Depending upon complexity of cell structure, he grouped the living organisms into 2 groups, prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Let's see the second criteria, complexity of organisms. ऑर्गॅनिझम किती कॉम्प्लेक्स आहे. आता पहिल्यांदा कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी ऑफ सेल स्ट्रक्चर, एखादी सेल किती कॉम्प्लेक्स आहे किंवा किती सिंपल आहे ह्याच्यावरून 2 टाइप पाडले, प्रोकॅरियोट्स आणि युकॅरियोट्स. आता ऑर्गॅनिझम किती सिंपल आहे किंवा कॉम्प्लेक्स आहे त्याच्यासाठी आपण काय वापरतो, सिंपल ऑर्गॅनिझम आहे म्हणजे इट इज युनिसेल्युलर. तो युनिसेल्युलर असला पाहिजे, त्याच्याकडे एकच सेल असली पाहिजे, त्याची पूर्ण बॉडी म्हणजे एक सिंगल सेल असली पाहिजे. And if it is complex, जर ऑर्गॅनिझम कॉम्प्लेक्स आहे, then it must be multicellular. मग तो मल्टीसेल्युलर असला पाहिजे, that is its body should be made up of many cells. Many cells they come together to form tissue, and many tissues they come together to form organ, and such different organs come together to form organ system, that is our body. And therefore multicellular organisms, these are complex organism, म्हणून आपण त्यांना कॉम्प्लेक्स म्हणतो. So depending upon complexity, Whittaker classified living organisms into 2 groups as unicellular and multicellular. That is the second criteria used by Whittaker for classification, complexity of organisms. Let's see the third criteria, mode of nutrition. That is what is the mode of their nutrition, how they get nutrition in their life. त्यांच्या लाईफ मध्ये ते न्यूट्रिएंट्स कसे मिळवतात. That is depending upon mode of nutrition, there are 3 groups, autotrophs, saprotrophs and heterotrophs. Autotrophs, they perform photosynthesis. Example is plants. So all the autotrophs, they are included in group plants. Saprophytes, that is they absorb nutrients from dead and decaying matter. Dead decaying जे काही कुजलेले वगैरे अन्न वस्तू असतील वगैरे, तर त्यांच्यावरून न्यूट्रिएंट्स absorb करतात. That is fungi. And heterotrophic and ingestive, that is we all, that is animals. These are heterotrophic. We are dependent upon others for food. आपण प्लांट्स वरती दुसऱ्यांवरती डिपेंडंट असतो अन्नासाठी. आणि इंजेस्टिव्ह, आणि ते अन्न आपण खातो आणि स्वतःच पचवतो. So living organisms are classified into 3 groups as autotrophs, saprophytes and heterotrophs. Autotrophs, these are plants, saprophytes, these are fungi, and heterotrophs, these are animals. So this is the third criteria used by Whittaker for classification of living organisms, that is autotrophs, mode of nutrition. So depending upon mode of nutrition, he classified living organisms in 3 groups, autotrophic, saprophytic and heterotrophic. Autotrophic, we all know that plants are autotrophic. Saprophytic, they live on dead and decaying parts, these are fungi, and heterotrophic, that is animals. So let's fourth criteria used by Whittaker, it is lifestyle. That is, what is their role in the ecosystem? What type of lifestyle they live in our environment? That is either producers, consumers, or decomposers. So we all know that producers म्हणजे निर्माते म्हणतो आपण त्यांना. The producers, these are plants. कुठलीही गोष्ट कोण निर्माण करणार आहे ह्या सृष्टीवरती, दॅट इज प्लांट्स. अन्न वगैरे सगळं देण्याचं काम प्लांट्स करतात. दिस आर प्रोड्युसर्स. यांचा रोल प्रोड्युसर म्हणून आहे इकोसिस्टम मध्ये. कन्झ्युमर्स म्हणजे त्यांना खाणारे ॲनिमल्स. अँड डिकम्पोजर्स, आपण असो किंवा प्लांट्स असतील, प्लांट्स ॲनिमल्स, वेन दे डाय, जेव्हा आपण सगळे मरतो तेव्हा आपल्याला डिकम्पोज करण्याचं काम कोण करतात? फंजी आहे. So depending upon lifestyle, he classified living organisms into three groups as producers, consumers, and decomposers. Producers are plants, consumers are animals, and decomposers are fungi. So likewise, he classified all living organisms into three groups. Last criteria used by Whittaker, it is phylogenetic relationship. Phylogenetic relationship, that is to go to your last common ancestor, की तुम्ही कुठल्या पूर्वजापासून, कुठला पूर्वज तुमचा एक कॉमन होता ज्याच्यापासून तुमचं इव्होल्युशन होत गेलेलं आहे, that is phylogenetic relationship. So depending upon phylogenetic relationship, Whittaker used different criteria, that is prokaryotic to eukaryotic. प्रोकॅरियोट्स पासून युकॅरियोट तयार झाले, तर असे वेगवेगळे क्रायटेरिया त्यांनी यूज केला, युनिसेल्युलर टू मल्टीसेल्युलर. So likewise, he classified living organisms into two groups as prokaryotes and eukaryotes, and all prokaryotes are unicellular, while eukaryotes are unicellular or multicellular. So using all these five criteria, पाच वेगवेगळे criteria यूज करून Whittaker gave a five kingdom system. एक five kingdoms ची, पाच kingdom ची एक system दिलेली, that is five kingdom system for biological classification of living organisms. It is given by R.H. Whittaker in 1969. So let's see what is the system. तर पाच किंगडम कसे डिवाइड केले व्हिटेकरने ते बघूयात. हे सगळे क्रायटेरिया एकत्रित आणून काय केलं, कसा गोळ घातला ते बघूयात. So living organisms are classified into two groups as prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Prokaryotes, eukaryotes. All prokaryotes are unicellular, and therefore all prokaryotic unicellular prokaryotes, these are included in kingdom Monera. So great prokaryotes, they are included in one kingdom, that is kingdom Monera. So all types of bacteria, blue green algae, these are included in kingdom Monera. Eukaryotes, they may be unicellular or multicellular. Unicellular eukaryotes are included in kingdom Protista. Unicellular prokaryotes, kingdom Monera. Unicellular eukaryotes, kingdom Protista. So that is amoeba, paramecium, euglena, etc. That all. Multicellular eukaryotes, these are of two groups, that is with cell wall and without cell wall. Having cell wall, ज्यांच्या सेल वरती सेल वॉल आहे असे वेगळे काढले आणि ज्यांच्या सेल वरती सेल वॉल नाहीत असे सेपरेट केले. So with cell wall, we see there are two different types of organisms, that is fungi and plants, and therefore he included them into two kingdoms as kingdom fungi and kingdom plantae. That is, we know that mushroom and different types of fungi, these are included in kingdom fungi. Mucor, like kingdom plantae, all types of plants, these are included in kingdom plantae, and they both have cell wall. त्या दोघांनाही cell wall असते. Next, without cell wall, multicellular eukaryotes without cell wall are included in a single kingdom, that is kingdom Animalia. That is we all. So examples, all types of animals, these are included in kingdom Animalia. So this is the five kingdom system given by Whittaker for biological classification of living organisms, and for that he used different criteria, as first is complexity of cell structure, second is complexity of organism, third is their mode of nutrition, fourth lifestyle, and last is phylogenetic relationship. So I hope this video is very helpful to you. If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel, press like and share our videos. Thank you very much.